nutrition tips for beginners?
Oh, mine would be just to track everything. Learn how to track everything.
Yes. I promise you we didn't talk about this before. That is literally the best tip I was going to give you guys. My first tip would be track everything, and I was like, I wonder if Alex will say that. So why is that the best tip you have? Why did it help you so much?
It helped me just because like I'll know what I'm putting in. You can see, so if I eat this meal,
you're trying to say what's in what.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I ate that meal, like that's really high in fats. Like I probably shouldn't eat that or as much as that, you know.
Guys, this is a good moment for me right here.
And you make smarter choices then, like when you're gonna go and eat out, you know. You're like, and you feel it in your. It feels weird, but like you feel it in your body when you eat something that's high in fat. You're like, oh, this is a bit more like than it should be, or you know what I mean?
100%. Not only did he learn like what is in what in terms of like, okay, if I eat a steak, what's that made up of? Most people think it's just like protein. Like it is protein, but obviously there's fats. How much protein is it? Because you know when you speak to beginners, like they think, oh, if you just eat like, for example, a steak a day, like that's enough protein. But what they aren't aware is like your average size steak maybe has 40 to 50 grams tops. Whereas, you know, that's like a quarter of your day. So not only did you learn that, but you also learn about your body and how you feel after eating certain things. That is my top tip as well. For my number one tip for, hold on guys. This is a weird spot to vlog, eh? Let's get out there and do it, eh? Actually just popping up a new post right now. Have a gaze. The pinks on pinks.
Okay.
These are sick.
Get one of these in here and a blueberry muffin, heat it up.
Heaven.
Perfect for brie leggies, man.
Yeah guys, so basically I'm not going to dive too much deeper on that one because I don't want to ramble too hard. I feel like Alex nailed it, covered that. Tip number one is just like track your calories and macros. Not only for the fact of like, obviously that's the best way to reach your goal, but you're gonna learn a ton. And that's what I always preach to my clients when they come, you know. I want them to like, obviously follow the plans, and I want them to learn more about like tracking and what's in the food they're eating. So when I give them a plan and I say, you know, this is like, for example, this is your dinner meal, I'll have all the calories and macros laid out because I want them to associate the amounts with like how they feel after eating it. Like that's key. This guy. Guys,
another tip
number two, don't copy this guy. No. I've got him on the muffins. I had a pre-workout muffin once and now he's just hooked.
Just hooked, man.
Just hooked.
But we're tracking it.
Yeah. Tip number two for beginners, this is a good segue actually, is obviously don't cut out all your favorite foods, because that's exactly what I did when I first started training, and I couldn't stick to a plan. And I see that happen all the time is people when they go on diets or when they try to follow plans, and if they're so strict, like it's meat and veg all the time, or it's just boring, like they don't stick to it and they think this is what you got to do to get to where I want to go to get the results, and then hopefully they don't, but a lot of the times they just quit altogether, and you know, that it's just a downward spiral of demotivation, not seeing results, which means they don't want to train, which means that, you know, they just get in that like, oh, I really can't be bothered attitude. So tip number two would just be like, keep some of your favorite foods in your plan, do what Alex is doing, track it, make it fit, and just enjoy the process.
Don't have stress.
What do you choose those? Just to keep the cows down, you know? Depends, you can have more of it. Because this is a good tip, guys. Like, just literally take a 10-second look on the back. 181 calories per wrap. Only 2 grams of fat, right? That's the first one I picked up. Let's just grab these on. 216 and 6 grams of fat per wrap. So literally, you can have way more of this compared to this. Like, it's not a massive difference, 180, 216, but it will add up real quick over the day. You can even, I'm sure we can find lower ones if we really want to. Obviously these are a bit smaller, low carb wraps. Let's see, 131 calories, even better. So 131, so you can literally have 2 of these for one of those, just about. So I mean, that's where it comes to checking calories, knowing what you're looking for. That can help a lot, right? Yeah. Especially like, that's key if you're on a cut. If you're on low calories, like, that's the first thing I do, is I always try and get the lowest calorie of everything, just because the goal is to feel full and get the cut done, and that will help. 50%, I don't mind. I would just get I would usually just
But
get
carbs aren't the enemy, you know.
just using the eggs, eh?
Item is temporary, unavailable.
First world problems, eh?
Shit, man, this only happens to us, man.
First world problems, it's all good. We'll make it work, guys. We'll make it work. He's done. He always like.
I love that, kids. I think it's so cute.
You get the creativity juices flowing. The goods. Shout out Coffee Sisters, eh? They're the best. Alright, okay. Guys.
Sister.
Guys, so we want to show you a little recipe here. These are great little breakfast wraps, high protein, tastes great, and we will pop the recipe and macros on screen for you now. But before we do that, we're gonna hit you with the third tip for beginners nutrition only. Make your plan fit your life. Don't try and make your life fit your plan. Now this is gonna make it so much more sustainable and enjoyable because you're not gonna be stressing about little things that you shouldn't be stressing about. If you live a pretty hectic lifestyle or you're just busy with work, you work long days, then maybe trying to eat 6 times a day is just not going to be feasible for you, you know, and after a few weeks you're going to burn out because you're going to be so over meal prepping, cleaning, that's a massive headache, and just, you know, trying to be so rigid with your plan. Try to make that fit into your lifestyle. So I would be having a look at my day, you know, and I would be kind of thinking, okay, work from here to here, I kind of have break there, like break here, train there, etc. And then that's how I would be breaking up my nutrition. So that is a massive, massive key and a massive mistake I see people make, and that's why they fall off these programs really fast. Just make your plan fit your life, not the other way around, okay? It'll be much more enjoyable, much more sustainable. Let's whip up these wraps.
Whip them up.
Cook it. All right. Not bad, not bad.
Try to look good, mate.
Gordon Ramsay's high protein breakfast wraps. These are actually, they taste phenomenal. If you want, you can also, if you have a grill, you can put those as they are now under the grill and like toast them and they're even better, but we don't have time for that today, so that's all good. So guys, I hope you like those tips because next episode we're gonna hit training and we're gonna run you through everything that we are doing currently with our training, Alex's training, to pack on as much lean mass as possible. And we're gonna come at you with 3 more beginner tips. Have anything else to add for the people? He says spy, don't stress. By the time this video goes out, it's probably already launched. So link in the description if you wanna grab some of your stuff. And yeah,
Guys, comfiest.
the goods. They are the goods. All right guys, all right, we will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Catch you later.